Bird had a Cheeto.
The bird had a Cheeto.
Just give me money. Hello. All right. Shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Bayash double down the house of David. All right, this is Men of Valor Las Vegas Camp. All right, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into these scriptures and talk about the downfall of this fucking queendom. All right, with all the shit that's going on in this world. All right, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. For Ezekiel 6.
This is Ezekiel 6:1. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward the mountains of Israel, and prophesy against them."
God, so Yahweh Bashem Yahushua said, set thy face against the mountains of Israel. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and two-thirds of our nation. All right, so the 2/3 of our nation are actually gonna die. All right, for your disobedience, for following after your father, the devil. All right, the so-called white man. Okay, continue to follow after the lust of this world, thinking that you know best. All right, you belong, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, whose father's line goes back, all right, to a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American. You belong to the Most High. All right, so you have a responsibility that you have to live by. All right, the so-called 10 commandments were given unto you. All right, to obey. Even though we had broke them, it does not change the fact that we are still under those laws. Matter of fact, can you pull Deuteronomy 11 and 26?
Deuteronomy 11:26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, how about Shimei Yahushua said us before this day, a blessing and a curse. All right, the clause of the contract. That contract, once again, was that the so-called 10 commandments. All right, we know that there are 613 laws were given unto the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, but he said when we had entered the covenant, he said us before this day a gift and a curse. Go ahead.
27. A blessing if you obey the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua your power,
which blessing. All right, if we had obeyed exactly to the T, all right, we would have received all the blessings right then. All right, a blessing if you obey. All right, this is the fine print in the contract. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushua didn't need to make it fine. He made it known. Okay, it was written. This the clauses of the contract were went over. All right, the whole congregation. We said on one account, on one accord. All right, we will do this. Matter of fact, can you find that and pull that up for me? I believe they with one consent. Matter of fact, go to Genesis or no, Exodus 19. With one consent? Yep, with one consent. I believe it's 8. Go ahead.
Which I commanded you this day, and a curse if you would not obey the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua your power, but turn aside out of the way which I commanded you this day to go after other gods, which ye have not known.
All right, so we went off. All right, so that curse came unto us. All right, for being disobedient children. That curse clinged on to us. All right, because we didn't obey exactly as Yahweh Shai told us. All right. Slack it. Should be right there. All with one consent. 19 and 8. Or God.
This is Exodus 19:8. Says, and all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord hath spoken we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord.
God, so everything that was spoken of the law, when Moses was reading the law to the Israelites, we agreed upon, all right, with their elders, okay? Everybody agreed upon, so we were on one accord as a nation. But once again, lo and behold, because it was ordained by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he had the clauses in the contract because he knew we were going to go off. All right? For he had chosen us. We did not choose him. Okay? Pursuant, full Deuteronomy 4 and start at 4.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 4 says, but ye that did cleave unto the Lord your power are alive every one of you this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai taught us statutes and judgments. All right? It was given unto us. It was given unto us to obey the law, statutes, and commandments, the judgments of Yahweh Yahushai. Okay? Yeah.
Verse 6, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
God. So we're a great nation by the will and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, by him giving us the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, and we're only truly a great nation when we're being obedient unto those laws. All right, when we're being obedient unto those laws. This is the only way that you can truly have the wisdom and knowledge. Okay, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is the way, the truth, and the light. Okay, we are not a nation that can lead themselves. We do a horrible fucking job following after our own lust. Okay? Let's see if you can drop that.
Go back in this.
Yep.
This is Ezekiel 6 and verse 3. And say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh.
Hey, hear the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai speaking unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? And you other nations receiving your judgment. Okay? But nevertheless, hear the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, go ahead.
It says, to the mountains and to the hills, to the rivers and to the valleys, behold, I will bring a sword upon you and destroy your high places.
God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said he's going to bring a sword upon his own nation. All right, for being disobedient. Matter of fact, go ahead and pull Zechariah.
Zechariah 13 and 8.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said Yahweh, 2 parts therein should be cut off and die, but the 3rd part should be left therein.
2 parts shall be then cut off and die. So 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird, who your father's line goes back to, a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, will perish. All right? You will fucking die. You will die for your disobedience. All right? You will die for following after the ways of America. Okay? Leaning upon your own understanding. Wanting to be equal with this world. All right? Believing that this bitch is for you. All right? She's a bitch. She's a hoe. She's been ran through. Everybody runs a train on America. But you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans continue to believe in this fucking system. Or you want to believe that you're a fucking 5%er or a fucking Egyptologist. All right? Or you believe that you're fucking African. Okay? We're 2 different fucking nations. All right? Ham doesn't want nothing to do with your nigga ass. Okay? Go ahead.
Or not?
Yo.
And I will bring the third part from the fire, and will refrain them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is my power.
God, so 1/3 of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird whose father's line goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American will see salvation. Thus saith the Bible, okay? From those chariots, from the so-called UFOs, from the so-called UAPs, all right? Hey, don't think that all these movies are just here for your fucking entertainment, okay? Nope. Nope. That's the newest one coming out. All right?
This week?
Right. Next week. Nope, don't think it's not. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai speaks about the chairs throughout all the scriptures to let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that you have a power. All right? And that there is a deliverance coming for 1/3 of the nation of Israel. But 2/3 of you wicked ass, deceitful, fucking degenerates, you fucking lowlifes, all right? You will die by the sword, all right? Whether it be through famine, whether it be through a gun, or it be through an actual sword, whether it be through pestilence, or whether Yahweh Shem Yahushai fucking, hey, whether he takes out your knees and lets you fall into a fucking red anthill and they eat your flesh fucking alive. There's a billion, jabillion ways to die. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai has everybody's death planned out or salvation. All right? 1/3 is going to see salvation of the nation of Israel. 2/3 are going to perish and die. The other nations will either fucking die or go into captivity. All right?
Hey, speaking on that movie, just from the previews, you see how that movie's making it to be that those chariots are destruction, and that the Jake in the movie, he pretty much afraid of it.
God.
All right, and that it reminds me of Jeremiah 10, where it says, "Be not dismayed as the heathen are dismayed," like, because all the meanwhile, this is supposed to be our people's salvation, even though we know that it's also it's a double-edged sword.
God.
All right, it's a two-sided sword. One that's gonna deliver the elect of Israel and then destroy the wicked of Israel, right? God. And then just looking at that, that shows that you people that are gonna be scared of the chariot sightings, you're doing wickedness.
Right.
Because the righteous have no reason to be afraid of those things, because they're not guilty. So y'all running around in these streets, and you got blood on your hands, man. You got abominable sins, and you got blood on your wicked acts on your hand, man.
God, that you continue to do day in and day out.
That's why I say the righteous will be saved from the archers. All right, those that rehearse the righteous acts, suck it. Want me to jump back in Ezekiel?
Yeah, jump back in Ezekiel.
This is Ezekiel 6, and verse 4, it says, "And your altars shall be desolate, and your images shall be broken."
Hey, your altar shall be desolate, and your images shall be broken. So your false doctrines, all right? The strange woman, the strange wine, this Christianity doctrine that everybody in this bitch is believing on the blonde hair, blue-eyed devil, all right? Believing on the blonde hair labradoodle, okay? Continue, hey, believe it on Buddha, Krishna, Hermes, fucking, I don't give a flying fuck what idol you believe in, all right? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai said they're nothing but dumb fucking idols, all right? Dumb fucking idols. They are nothing, all right? You want to be a fucking Egyptologist? What happened to Egypt? He was taken out by the power of who? The Israelites. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, all right? Continue.
Oh, this time.
God, Slocky, hold that. Go ahead and continue on that.
Back in Ezekiel 6 and 5, Saki, and 4. So at the break, it says, and I will cast down your slain men before your idol.
Yeah, how about Shimmy Al-Shai said he gonna cast you niggas down before your fucking idols, before your crosses, before your fucking Mecca stone. All right? He gonna lay you niggas out. Yeah, how about Shimmy Al-Shai gonna lay you fucking niggas out? 2/3 of the nation of Israel is gonna get laid the fuck out, whether it be through pestilence, famine, war, sword, cat, rat, dog, snake, fucking spider, bear. All right? You're gonna get laid out.
Verse 5, it says, and I will lay the dead carcasses of the children of Israel before your idols, before their idols, and I will scatter your bones round about your altar.
Hey, he's gonna lay it out before your idols. Matter of fact, he's gonna lay your idols out too. Because here it is. Jake worships other men. All right? You worship your LeBron James, your Michael Jordans, your fucking Janet Jacksons, fucking Tupacs, whoever in the fuck, Manny Baby or whatever. All them niggas is gonna get laid out, and you gonna be laid out in front of them. All right? You're gonna be laid out in front some of them, so you can have, so they can have the fear of Yahweh Shimei Shai installed in them just for a moment before they get their judgment. All right? For their wicked abominations. All right, for the things that they have done unto their own nation. All right, hey, these are the false prophets and the false shepherds of the nation of Israel. All right, not just talking about your Creflo dollars, not talking about your TD fakes. All right, not even talking about the other fucking nations that are leading Israel astray. Okay, it's talking about you niggas. All right, you niggas, Latinos, and Native Americans leading your own fucking people astray. Believing that your fucking woman is the head of you dumbass. All right? Yeah, how about Shimei Shai is not with that? Okay? Yes, it is a new thing in the earth, but remember yourself as a fucking man. Put your nuts on the table. All right? Shut the fuck up sometime. Listen and have a manly conversation. All right? Put your women and your children in fucking order. Yeah, how about Shimei Shai is tired of all you niggas?
What? Hey, just reading that, this already happened, with the defiling of the temple, in the time of the Maccabees.
Yep. Hey,
right.
And it's spiritually happening again.
Right.
All right.
I was just that just came.
No. Hey, what is it? What is it? Maccabees. Yeah, pull Hosea 4 and 6.
And read down to like 8 or 9.
Yeah, you can pull Hosea 4 and 6. You can hold that and pull Hosea right now.
Hosea 4 and 6 says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children.
Hey, yeah, how about Shimei Shai say, you will be no priest unto him. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird thereof, will not be a priest. All right? Your children will fucking die for your disobedience and for their disobedience. Okay?
And that I had a brain slip. Just continue. This is verse 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame.
God, as you fucking baby kids multiply, okay? We don't die, we multiply. As you multiplied, you wax fucking worse and worse. All right? You continued the abominable acts. And matter of fact, you got better at being more abominable. Why? Because Jake don't just do things to do them. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it all the way.
Right.
All right? So you're in fucking wickedness. You continue just to be the most abominable, evil, degenerate.
When the Most High had, the nation of Israel set up as a power, a dominant power in the world, you continue to do wicked.
God.
All right. Same with how like Constantine,
Yep.
how he pushed that Christianity false doctrine. He created that it was our own people, that created
Which
that Holy Trinity bullshit. All right, the worshiping of
the cross
right.
and idols.
But that's the thing. You rejected knowledge and then you forgot the laws. The main law. This was the point I wanted to make earlier. Was the main law that you forgot was the worshiping of other idols, man.
God,
That's rule number one.
All right, that the brother pulled that out and made that point. All right, brought it back and show once again that the main thing that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans continue to do to this day is believe on something else other than what has you. All right, who you belong to, whose you are, and who you are. All right, which is apparent through the scriptures. Okay,
you don't want that same thing that you've been looking for your whole damn life, because most of our people grow up without a father, Therefore, they search and long for, okay, where do I come from? Where, what do I really go back to? It's all spiritual.
And it's that. Hey, go ahead.
You hear the face of your own physical father, worldly, carnal, in the flesh father, as he was hiding himself.
God. And hey, and then Yahweh Shimi Al Shai has given you niggas, you wicked ass niggas, you whatever. He has given you time after time after time. All right? Time after time, he has continued to speak out unto you, call out unto you from generation to generation until finally he said, you know what? I'm gonna let them do them. All right? I'm gonna leave them to their own vain and vile lust. I'm gonna let them do
We're gonna let them die by their own devices.
God, So Yahweh Shimi Al Shai for a time. All right. But he had 7,000 and 7,000 men that haven't been the need to Baal, which that number is just in completion. All right, a complete number of men, women, and children who believe on the testimony of Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, but chiefly starting with the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel. Okay?
I want to read down.
God.
Verse 8. They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity.
Hey, who doesn't eat up the sin of the nation of Israel? Okay? First and foremost, 2/3. All right, the 2/3, the false prophets of the 2/3. All right, matter of fact, go ahead and pull that right quick. No, what you're holding.
This is John 8:44. Ye are your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. All right, so you go ahead and perform all the wicked acts of shooting and gunning your brother down in the street, selling your brother dope, and doing. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai knows what else. All right, sleeping with his your brother's woman, so on and so forth. Okay, leading them astray. You continue and you love this shit. All right, and yeah, you glorify it through the fucking whole trap scene. I fucked your bitch. I done sold your mama dope and strung this bitch out. Yeah, I'm gonna murder your fucking family, murder your kids. I'm gonna fuck your daughter in front of you. All kinds of bullshit. Hey, but no, they won't say it to the white man because the white man will put their ass up under the chick.
Yeah,
God. Right. Talk about Bow Wow got some good pussy. What?
Man.
But then that clip blow up.
Right.
So give them more incentive to do it again.
God.
Or to say some stupid ass shit like that again.
To continue in that folly.
Like Boosie, he just continued to wax worse and worse. What he said a couple years ago, showing your pussy on live, I was $500 or something.
Right. Hey,
But then, you know, that, and then that gets glorified by the mainstream media.
Hey,
I got a preset.
Was it 3? He went to the jail 3 days ago or something like that.
Yeah.
They got him on Twitter or something like that. I was on TV.
Right. And Yahweh Hashem Al-Shah is making an example of everybody right now.
God.
You know, everybody that wants to continue in that wickedness, man, they're gonna get in a low. You're gonna be in a low case.
God, you're gonna get that real smoke.
Hey, the Yahweh Hashem Al-Shah is long suffering. So when his judgment come out, you got to answer for everything.
God.
All that adultery, all that you know, blasphemous shit you said.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna come back to kick you in the ass. And for you really wicked people, hey, you ain't gonna see it till you ain't got nothing in your stomach till till you see that missile coming for your ass.
Hey, that's only gonna be half of it.
Missile food.
That's it. Hey.
That's gonna be the best part of that for you, because you're gonna know for a fact that you're gonna get burnt up and you ain't gonna have to deal with it no more.
Right.
That's gonna be your salvation.
God. I'm gonna let him finish this and then go ahead and pull that.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
And he was a murderer from the beginning. That's that same spirit. Hey, Cain, that's that same Cain spirit. Cain killed Abel. That was the first murderer. He was the murderer from the beginning. And then if you take it back to the garden, what did the serpent do? Right? Essentially, spiritually, he murdered Eve. He murdered the Israelites. All right? If you can understand that. All right? Because hey, through Eve came sin and we all die. All right? So he's been the murderer since the fucking beginning. Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just
reiterating.
I didn't know if it came out that way. Reverse.
God. So the serpent, once again, the serpent was the beginning. All right. That same spirit was the same spirit that Cain killed Abel. All right. It was the first spiritual murder and the first physical murder. All right. And now continuing his hatred for his brother. That perpetual hatred. God. It ain't gonna end until it's end.
You're gonna hate the hell out of us when you're working on the field, you know. You're gonna hate the hell out of me.
I'm around this out with those men. You go, yeah, you're gonna have all kinds of hatred. Hey, and it's gonna be unwarranted. You shouldn't hate me. You have bread, right? It's a mud pie, but nevertheless, it's your bread. Right? Go ahead.
And abounded not in the truth, because there's no truth in him.
God, he abounded not in the truth, because there's no truth in him. All right? He speaketh the lie from the beginning. All right? When he speaketh the lie, he speaketh of himself. All right? Of himself. Hey, because going back again, even the garden, Cain and Abel. All right? Hey, and Jacob and Esau. All right. And so he stayed. He sticks with the program. All right. He knows his position and he loves it. All right. So he continues to do that wickedness time after time. All right. He was a vessel fit for destruction. He was made in the perfection of wickedness. All right. This devil is doing ultimately what he was designed to do. All right. Can we be mad? In a way. All right. Do we blame him? In a way. But is it Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's will? Yes, it is. All right. So we will suffer gladfully. All right. Suffer gladfully for the will and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. In obedience, being obedient unto his order. Unto his design. All right. Go ahead. You got it. That was it. That was it.
So Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Hey, my people are foolish, shot as children. They're dumb as fuck. All right. To have wisdom and to do right, they have no desire. They have no knowledge, no understanding. All right. You only thrive in wickedness. You thrive after your father, the devil, following his method of rape, robbery, and murder. Okay. And I'm not just talking about like a physical rape of a woman or a man. Hey, raping the earth, raping the economy, raping your neighborhood. All right, raping your nation. All right, there's more ways than one. All right, that you continue doing that same old thing. All right, unto your nation. Okay.
I want to read down the 10. Hosea 4:8 says, "They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity. And there shall be like people, like priests, and I will punish them for their ways and reward them for their doings."
Hey.
Now you got to remember that reward isn't going to be a good reward. That's going to be that reward for their evil, for the wickedness of our people. They're going to get that reward of judgment. It's going to be rightfully so, rightfully justified.
God. Hey, justified for the for the judgment for all the abominations and all the atrocities that our nation has committed. All right, against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. This is why the judgment is going out to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird whose father goes back. All right. God.
This is Ezekiel 6:5, and it says, "And I will lay the dead carcasses of the children of Israel before their idols, and I will scatter your bones round about your altars."
God. Hey, how about Shem Yahushai is not playing? All right. And how are these carcasses going to be laid out? Through the sword, through famine. Matter of fact, go ahead and get Lamentations 4. God.
Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
No.
4:21.
4.
17.
4 and 8. Yeah, God. 4 and 8.
Yeah,
yeah.
Their vintage is darker than their coal, blacker. 7. Lamentations 4:7. Does that say Nazarite. Okay, her Nazarites were pure than snow. They were whiter than milk. They were more ruddy and body than rubies. Their polishing was of sapphire. 8. Their vintage is blacker than coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaved to their bones. It is withered and it became lack of stick.
Hey, and this is going into the famine. All right. Hey, blacker. What is it? Blacker
than a coal.
Blacker than a coal,
and known in the streets, the skin cleaving to their bones.
Right. This, if you ever seen the late night feed children, Ethiopian children are hungry. Please help African children. And you see the big bellies. Yeah, you see the bellies full of gas and the bones. Hey, the skin cleave onto their bones. Hey, that's because they're what? Malnourished.
For 10 cents a day, feed a family of 12.
Right.
For just $3.
For just $3 a month.
All the families, children, and people.
Supplies on their faces and stuff like that. Hey, but now here it is. A famine's coming here. All right. Hey, other countries for a second had videos had a infomercials talking about feed the children of America. All right, they're starving. All right, go ahead.
9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Hey, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai said, it is better to be slain with the sword. It is better to get shot. It is better to get decapitated. All right, it is better for anything else. All right, the devices of man than to die by hunger. To pine away and die by hunger, little by little, to have your body eat itself. Okay, as I believe it was Apostle Gabar or Apostle Ramla said, hey, to have food right in front of you and not to have enough strength to go and get it. All right, here it is. You might have a steak 17 feet in front of you or 7 feet in front of you. All right, and you're not gonna have the strength to go and get that steak. All right, a wild beast or somebody else go come and pick it up. All right, go ahead.
For those pine away, stricken through for what of the fruits of the field?
God, fruits of the field. I think there's one more.
Yeah, the hands of
yeah, go ahead.
10. The hands of the pitiful woman have son their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people.
Right. So these women are gonna, women and men. All right. You're gonna look at your children as meat. All right. You're gonna say, hey, you know what? Little Timmy and Jimmy and Keontae, died. All right. We gonna eat them. All right. We gonna eat this week. All right. We gonna eat this week. You're gonna eat all kinds of abominable foods. All right. You're gonna eat rats, cats, dogs, whatever it is. You're gonna try to make sure that you fill your stomach. All right. But chiefly, you're gonna look at your children, even if they're not dead. All right. Because you're not gonna be able to feed yourself. All right. Then you're gonna be like, hey, they'll be better off. Okay.
And Yahweh hath established his fury. He hath poured out his fierce anger, and it hath kindled the fire in Zion, and it hath devoured the foundations thereof.
Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai has kindled his anger, and he's devouring. All right, he's devouring 2/3 of our nation. All right, hey, and the 2/3 are going to be devoured by multiple judgments. Okay, whether it be by the sword or whether it be by thermonuclear fire. All right, know that Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai controls all. Matter of fact, he can let you die by the sword, bring you up at the last minute to get the judgment of thermonuclear fire. All right, hey, not only did you have to die then, you're going to die again. All right, you have no idea the judgment of Yahweh Shai. Okay.
That's what's going on right now. This famine is coming, to the forefront of the news. There ain't no way to go around it or hide it now, because what did they say? You got about 10 weeks. 10-week food supply for the whole world.
And when typically when they say we got 3 months or 90 days or whatnot, it typically goes about 45 days over. But I don't believe so in this case. Hey, because we're at the end of this thing. All right, they say 10 weeks. Through the Spirit, I think it's going to be 8 weeks. I think it's going to be 8 weeks, or sooner. All right, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai is not playing. All right, this thing is moving.
And then because it could possibly even speed up before that. It just depends on what Russia sanctions. Because Russia has the ability to fuck up the gas prices at any moment they want. They can make this it's like $5.50 out here, something like that, $5.30, out here in Vegas. I don't know where you put yours on. I thought I put mine in the middle thing, put yours up. But they could very well make it, $10 by tomorrow if they wanted to. I drank more. You know, and then you had Apostle Tahar post something about like 2 weeks ago, where diesel truck drivers can't make they routines like they do. Man, they have the diesel truck. The truck driver showed the stop at Love's, and that's a major company for truck stops, right?
God.
He showed the trucker went like this with his camera, and you seen a whole line of trucks that were just stuck because they didn't have no diesel fuel.
No diesel fuel, can't do oil changes.
Right. So the diesel fuel prevents them from moving. But then what's going to happen? All that food that's being stored in the containers, they're going to go to waste. And this is all coming, because this is what Esau Edom wants. This is what the elites want for the world right now, because then they can make that plan out of that new world order. They can make that order out of chaos. They can come up with the solution. All right, and then you really in the palm, you in the palm of this devil.
He's got the whole world in his hands.
All right, then you're really gonna be susceptible to taking this MOTB. All right, because most people don't even fast know how to not eat for 1 day.
Wow.
All right, so your bodies are weak. You're weak in the flesh. So once you run out of food, 8 hours, you're gonna be tripping. You ain't gonna be thinking right. All right. Hey, that's gonna be the start. They just got a flat tire.
Hey, that's why women ain't got no wisdom. Right. You only messing up your car more.
You ain't gonna want that to happen to you and take it to trouble.
God.
If you even got gas in your car to do that.
Right. But hey, how about Shimmy Al-Shai? Hey, he is not playing with these devils. Not playing with you devils. All right. And when I say devils, I mean, hey, ye of your father, the devil. All of you, 2/3, and the other nations, chiefly Esau, Edom. All right.
I wanted to look for something else. This is second Idris was 15. Lay it at
flock to the flock. Yeah. My people are led as flock to the slaughter.
The second Idris 15:10. Behold, my people is led.
Matter of fact, start out.
Start out. This 9 or 8. Just 9.
Start at.
Second Idris 15:9. And therefore said Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
God, so Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, hey, he's going to redeem the innocent blood of the nation of Israel. All right. And the innocent blood, first and foremost, is who? Those men who are of the elect that were slain. All right. The men, women, and children who died wrongfully. All right. But died through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. Whether it be those who were beheaded for the truth. All right. Believing on the testimony had to take that loss. All right. Hey, those who will lose their life shall find their life. All right. Shall gain their life. Roughly paraphrasing scripture. Go ahead.
10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
God, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua said his people are led like a flock to the slaughter. All right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird whose father's line goes back. You are led like a flock to the slaughter. Why? Because you're dumb, sottish children. Okay? So you are led, all right, as sheep. Hey, sheep gathered together and like they all heard. All right?
What's that saying? What's that saying? Some of the going?
Yeah, going. Damn, how does it go?
Pretty much, you people are just cattle.
Yeah.
Sheeple.
Sheeple.
Hey, easiest way to say. You guys are
Livestock.
Don't think for yourself and do it every and anything that this devil, that this government, this beast system tells you to do.
God.
It told you to go get
Icky Vicky.
the jump shot. You went and took it.
Hey, this is Esau Edom, all right, is the wolf in the sheep's clothing. All right. Go ahead.
I will not suffer them, nor will I dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with my mighty hand and stretch out arm and smite Egypt with pledges as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof.
We got a helicopter. Right. Hey, how about Shimei Shai said he will smite this place like Egypt once again. All right. This place is going down. All right, whether you care to hear it or forbear it. All right, Yahweh Shimei Shai is going to make sure that his word doesn't return unto him void. Okay? Going slow. He said, fly slow, homie. That's all right. All right, because we give it all praises to Yahweh Shimei Shai. All right, count the cost. All right, these, not just us, brothers, Abaratazah, we be of that number, but hey, men are out here on the highways and byways risking their freedom, risking their life, all right? For the will and power of Yahweh Shimei Shai, first and foremost, to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, okay? To call out unto the nation of Israel, to cast judgment on these other nations, and 2/3 of our own nation, all right? Matter of fact, pull Zechariah 4. Chapter 4, and start at, I believe it is 17. Or 17. That one's mine, closest. Right. Oh, it's Slovakia, not Zechariah. Ezekiel. Slovakia. Oh, 4 and 17. 4 and 17. I said Zechariah. Slovakia.
There's Ezekiel 4 and 17. That they may want bread and water.
Or give me one. Sure. 3 and 17. You got what?
I put it on my phone.
All right, this is Zechariah. This is Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the words out of my mouth.
Yahweh Shimei Shai has made us a watchman unto the nation of Israel. All right, the men who are out on the highways and byways teaching the 100% truth. All right, the doctrine coming out of GMS. All right, starting with Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramah, Apostle Rakah, the elders, the deacons, the bishops, and the men under their stead. All right, following after the true, unadulterated truth. All right, he has made them watchmen. Abaratazah, we be those men. All right, hey, from the work that those men have put in, from Alba Bivens on down, King Masha on down. All right, all these men have put in the work and labored so that we may get here to this point through the will and power of Yahweh Shimei Shai. All right? Go ahead.
Therefore, hear the word out of my mouth, and I will give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, they shall surely die, and they giveth him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life.
God, yeah, how about Shimei Shai? Hey, told us to go out on the highways and byways, all right, to speak unto the wicked, All right, to call unto the righteous, but speak unto the wicked and let them know their judgment. All right, call to the righteous and bid them back to the marriage. Have them come in. All right, come outside from the cold. All right, come in and be protected. Get out of the rain. Get out of the rain from the hellfire. All right, hey, the rain of those ICBM missiles raining down. All right, pursuant to the book of Second Esdras. Okay? Matter of fact, can you go ahead and pull that? 16. See the Second Esdras 16. Yep.
Hey, and one thing before I grab that, what I wanted to point out in that script he just read was that it said warn them from me, you know. So this is a direct warning, you know, because Yahweh Shimei Shai speaks through his prophet.
Yeah.
All right, but this is a direct warning from Yahweh himself.
Hey, God, go ahead and pull that free that you got.
This Proverbs 18:10. The name of Yahweh Shimei Shai is a strong tower, and the righteous running into it and is safe.
And Abaratazah, we are those men. All right, running into that strong tower. All right, once again, being protected from that hellfire. All right, from those ICBMs, from the sword, from the pestilence. Okay, hey, shit, from the everyday Jake to your fucking deceitful ass woman. All right, through the hells of this world. Okay. It is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that we believe on and call on. All right, that strong tower, that name. All right, so that we may have the might and the power to withstand the wiles of the devil.
What does that? That's the truth.
God,
that armor from the Lord is that faith and the truth. You know, that the Lord is going to provide for us, you know, in these wicked times. As it says in 2 Esdras 15, you know, the world is exceedingly polluted and wicked, you know, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Yeah.
All right. And we just know, as you know, as time ticks down, what's going to happen. It's going to get, you know, worse and worse because of Revelation 12:12. All right. Because the devil know that he has a little time, so he's going to come down harder on Jake. He's going to come down with those draconian measures, you know, to implement his game plan to stop him from losing his rulership. And what somebody told me, you know, in the world, you know, when somebody's at their lowest position, they're the most dangerous. You know, that's this devil right now. He know his time is up.
That's exactly right. Hey, that's why what is it? The Black Mirror. All right. All these television shows and everything. Hey, this devil show you some of the things he about to do. All right. Show you some of these things he about to do.
He's trying to take your soul. He's trying to take your soul from you.
You know, he want to make sure that you are those cattle branded. All right.
He wants you to bow down to his system. You know, he wants you to make that oath of you know,
obedience,
of ungodliness, you know, of wickedness. He wants to possess you, so he could get determined. You know, so he could play the Almighty. This is what it all comes down to. You know,
fix himself up as
exalts himself as a cloud.
Matter of fact, that's Obadiah.
No, that's
no, that's
Isaiah 14.
Yeah, I was thinking nest.
Right. That's Habakkuk. Or no, that's
Obadiah.
That's on high.
Yeah. Go ahead and pull that, and then matter of fact, you can pull that.
Right. This is a 2 Esdras 16 and verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
Hey, the plagues are sent. Hey, we got so many pestilence out here. Yeah. All right, we can't even go into them all. All right, you got those monkeys dropping from the tree. You got the jump shot. All right, you got all these pestilence.
That's trying to make us return. You got that samurai, that new thing.
Yeah, you got the samurai.
Oh no, the samurai.
What's that? Yeah.
yeah, all these multiple, plagues coming.
Right, right.
But hey, the plagues right here, they talking about their missiles.
Hey, you got that dark death. That dark death that's around the corner. All right.
It says the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Hey, the fire is kindled. That fire is kindled. All right. Not only do you have the third woe coming shortly, okay, which that is World War III. Okay, you're hearing of wars and rumors of wars. Okay, you have these proxy wars. All right, economic wars, economic hitmen. All right, what's going on in Sri Lanka, Brazil? Okay, all this stuff. India. Hey, China, North Korea. What North Korea is siding. Okay, letting their voice be known. The BRICS, all right, Iran. Hey, it's all the weak are starting to say, shit, we strong. All right, come on. Hey, what Palestine? Is it Palestine or I get them confused? No, have they're like weeks from having the capability of nuclear weapons. All right, who we did Trump backed out of the deal with. That's about right. That's what they're talking about. Because
I know
Iran, Pakistan,
but out in Iran, or I think it was out in Iran, they had protesters when Biden just went out there, protesting against that alliance or that help. All right. So and this is the starting to unfold the crumbling of the clay and miry toes, in Daniel the second chapter, where the NATO and the EU gonna break apart from America, and then come back, and help destroy America.
America will die by thermonuclear fire. All right.
There's no friends like I can't think of the saying.
All right, you actually got to continue on that.
This is verse 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward.
Hey, once that arrow shot, it's not going to return. All right, you see that Jake take a picture of it? Yeah. But as the arrow is shot from that mighty archer, it don't return back. All right. Hey, once that archer goes ahead and shoots that arrow, it hits its target. All right, or at least attempts. But we know Yahweh Shai is an excellent marksman. All right. We know that, hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, it's always going to hit its mark. All right. It will never fail. Okay. Go ahead.
So even so, the plagues that shall not, even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
Not return again. All right. Hey, the plagues of the earth will not return again.
Says 2nd Esdras 16:16, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
God will not return again. And once again, that mighty archer is Yahweh Shai. Okay? Those plagues, hey, they're being fulfilled. All right?
Because even though that those missiles is gonna come from these countries like Russia, China, North Korea, so on and so forth, Yahweh Bashim Shai is in control of all that. Because he ordained those powers, he ordained that.
God, for it to happen. All right, there should be more. I think there's like.
You want me to read down?
Yeah, there's like 2 more scripts.
Verse 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows, right? And you gotta, that's gonna be a plea when everybody's gonna be saying that, because there ain't gonna be no escape.
Right.
Hey. When those missiles get launched, there ain't no no escape from that.
Hey, you got what is it? A 30-minute siren?
Right. Maybe you might even get that, but we know that China has those plasma covered warheads. So you can't say when you might even get a 30-minute
God.
a 30-minute warning.
Hey, that's just what they say. That they put that siren. You know, they have that siren for mass confusion too, right?
And what you've been seeing pop up lately, you've been seeing that you know, in case of a nuclear you know, explosion, you know, in case of a nuclear missile event occurs, you've been seeing all those you know, those it's going back to, I think when my mom was in school, they had the drills. Yeah, they had the drills, you know, because that was when that JFK and Cuba, the Cuba Missile Crisis was going on, right?
Yep.
So that's coming back around. Now they also training for that zombie apocalypse too,
right?
You know? So hey, stay tuned.
It's coming to a country near you, a state near you.
New York is right now doing those testing. Like, they're doing tests, commercials and stuff for that.
Right.
Disney just dropped Zombie 3.
All right, go ahead on that. Yeah. That's crazy.
So the beginning of Second Edward 16 and 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Shit, once again, what are y'all gonna do when these evils come? Hey, here it is that you don't believe on Yahweh Shai. All right, so you have no protection. All right, Salakia, what are you gonna do when all these things come? All right, what are you gonna do? Hey, when these cops come and continue and starting to harass you even more. All right, because you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, are Jacob. All right, that's why it's called Jacob's trouble. It's going to be more hell unto you than these other nations. Because all these things have to play out for prophecy's sake. All right, for the word of Yahweh Shai. All right. I think you got like two more. Go ahead. Yeah, you pull Wisdom of Solomon 5, and
I'm gonna drop down to.
I was just about to say, go ahead. You're gonna say drop down on that.
Second Edris 16 and 19. It says, behold, famine and plague. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Hey, these are sent as scourges for amendment. All right. Hey, matter of fact, can we get that word scourges? Just for edification.
And scourges, you know, is that affliction. You know, it's pretty much the atonement.
Right.
You know, the amendment. You know, that's the atonement. You know, where it's pretty much just you know, the cost of doing wickedness.
Hey, it's that bill. Scourges. It's that bill coming due.
Right.
All right.
Scourges.
Right, so that bill has to come due for Yahweh Shai is long suffering. All right, long suffering. You got it.
Oh, okay. I was on the etymology, but I think I spelled it wrong.
Okay, I got it. If you look up amendment too,
all right. So
amendment.
Yeah.
So hey, that bill is due. All right, because Yahweh Shai is long suffering. So you thought, here it is. You thought that you can live like Aleister Crowley, do as thy will, and that you just have to say you know, 4 Hail Marys. You just have to say 4 Hail Marys and just say forgive me, Most High, forgive me, Jesus. All right, and then all your sins will be forgiven. All right, being dunked in some bath water, and then hey, you're clean again. All right, that's not the case. All right.
All right, so scourge. It says scourges too. It says a whip used for an instrument of punishment. All right, person or thing that causes great trouble or suffering.
A whip. All right.
Sword.
Yeah. Hey, that's the sword. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is whipping our ass. All right. As a father chastises a son, a daughter, all right, we are getting our ass whipped. All right. And hey, what's death to the Most High? Nothing. All right. So for him to put you to death, all right, for your disobedience, all right, is nothing unto him. Because hey, I killeth and I maketh alive. Roughly paraphrasing scripture. All right. Yahweh Shai does this. Okay. So it is nothing unto him to put you to death.
That's right. I got an amendment. This is definition of amendment in the emetology. The act of amending and correcting the statement that is added to be reserved of improves a proposal or document.
All right. So, hey, to correct you. All right. Your correction will come when Yahweh Shai, hey, puts the law, statutes, and commandments in your inward parts.
Right. So you got to get that right. You know.
Yeah.
To get right.
Hey, Salakia, 2/3 of you have to learn death by pain.
This is that law, you know, being perfected, you know, through chastisement.
God, hey, it goes back to Zechariah 13 and 8.
Right. And those chastisements, you know, was said in that verse. The famine, you know, sword.
God. Hey, and that's why we are receiving our hell right now. Abaratazah, we are those men. All right, being tried as gold in the fire, being refined as silver is refined. All right, getting out those impurities. All right, and rehearsing and practicing the righteous acts of Yahweh Shai. All right.
God says in verse 20, it says, "But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges."
God, hey, but here it is.
Right.
Here it is today. Right? Today, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, and the speckled birds whose father's line goes back, all right, you're not aware, nor do you care.
Right, and that's like a dumbass in the street that, like that chick we seen in that video.
God.
All right, the brother was showing me a video where a chick was smoking a blunt, and smoked a blunt. Somebody started shooting by her, and a bullet grazed the back of her head.
Right.
All right. Now her dumbass is probably gonna be right back out there doing the same shit.
Right.
Right. That's a dog returning to the vomit.
Hey, that's right. And you can literally see the bullet graze her hair and move. Yeah. Right.
You know, took some of that weave out.
Move her shit off.
Right? But you know, she not in the mind state. You know, she probably damn well she not in the truth. You know, it just, you know, words of wisdom go, you know, one ear out the other.
God.
You know, but that's not being mindful of the scourges. You know, you didn't take heed to that chastisement.
Right, you didn't take heed to the whipping stick.
You blew it out. All right, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth.
Hey, we went through that. All right, we went through shit being cheap. All right, you're gonna see some shit cheaper right now. All right, because it's bearable. Because hey, guess what? For hyperinflation, as Apostle Tahar had broken down, all right, certain things are gonna go up and certain things gotta come down. All right, so those things that are coming down are the shit that you don't need. All right, your TVs. All right,
it's like a challenge now. You know that a lot of people, YouTubers and shit like that, are doing, where they eating these these military, what's that, MRI packs?
Yeah, MREs,
something like that, yeah. Whatever they call it, you know. Right, where they trying out these foods, you know. But pretty soon, you know, that's gonna be your only option.
Right.
You might not even be lucky enough to have that option.
Hey, as we said through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Al Shai earlier, you're gonna pine away. Mm-hmm. All right, famine is coming, death is coming. All right, and death, hey, only 1/3 of the nation of Israel are going to escape death. 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to perish and die. All right. And then the rest of the people on the shores of America are going to die. All right. By thermonuclear fire, by pestilence, or whatever else. All right. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is not a respecter of person. All right. Death is coming unto you. Death is coming unto America in a large way, aka Rome, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt. All right. AKA Babylon. All right. This place is full of fucking confusion. All right. Dogs can marry men. Women can marry cats. Frogs can marry who the fuck ever. Everybody's got rights but the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man and woman, really. All right. But chiefly the man. The woman gets her power through sleeping with Tom, Dick, Harry, Karen, Sarah, and Frank. All right. She made that pact, that oath. All right, with the serpent, okay? So she has a certain amount of power here, okay? That's why you fucking degenerate, deceitful, dirty-ass bitches, all right? You bitches are defiled and disgusting, all right? We love our women of our nation when they're in order, all right? But as Jake waxed worse and worse and was defiled, the men of the nation of Israel, women were that much more defiled. Why? Because they're the weaker vessel. All right. If you don't like it, get the fuck over it. Okay. You are the weaker vessel. Therefore, you are more degenerate, more disgusting, and more defiled. All right. Through the lust of your own and the lust of the devil. All right. Because if you want something, all you got to do is what? Go to your enemy for the one of all things and put your man in a more hellish state. All right? Child support and everything. Salaki, let's go back. I'm not even getting on that shit. I was ranting a little bit.
Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be good in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Sword, famine, and great confusion. Sword, all right? Hey, niggas getting shot down in the street still. Yeah. All right? Famine, we got 10 weeks left or sooner. Great confusion. Well, shit. She, her, them, him, why? Can I? Maybe. You can. I don't know where it came from. It may be out of a lab. It may be natural. Who knows?
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and others.
The Spirit has us telling you through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Famine! Famine! Be ready to starve. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't be ready. You can't be ready to starve because you know not Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. You don't know how to afflict yourself. All right? Afflict your body in the flesh and let your spirit grow. Hey, to fast and pray more, speaking of myself first and foremost. Okay? These are things you must prepare for through the best of your ability, through the will and power of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right? Because famine, all right? Famine is coming. And death, mass death.
Verse 22 says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Hey, here it is. Some of you, once again, go escape the hunger. You're going to find food. You're going to find a rat, cat, dog to eat or whatever. All right? But then you're going to die by the sword. Okay? You're going to die by jabillion ways to die by Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Oh. You got it. Free, and then he'll pull the salt.
Psalms 119 and 126. It is time for thee, Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to work, for they have made void thy law.
Hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is about to put in this work. Yahweh is about to send Yahweh Shai back to put in the work. All right. You have made his law void. All right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. You have made his law void. All right. You care not to know his judgment. All right. So therefore, since you want to be a disobedient child, hey, you're going to be put to death. All right. And the rest of you other heathen fucking nations are going to be put to death for judgment for touching the apple of his eye. All right. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, and the speckled bird whose father's line goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. All right. You will receive the judgment of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right. Nobody escapes the judgment. Nobody. Everybody has to answer.
Wisdom of Solomon 5, starting at 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in the great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushua gave us great boldness to stand up here, to tell all these heathens, and to tell 2/3 of the nation of Israel their judgments, and to have the boldness to proclaim, hey, our heritage. All right, and let them know that 1/3 of the nation of Israel will see salvation. All right, hey, bear our cross daily, whether you care to hear or forbear, whatever position it puts us in. All right, as it was said earlier, brothers will give their very life, that we be those men. All right, believing on the account and the testimony all the way until the end, and then thereafter. All right. Go ahead.
Dude, when they see it, they should be troubled.
When you motherfuckers see it, you are troubled. All right? This is why you walk by, you scoff, and you mock. You continue chitter chatter, yip, yap, yip. All right? You hate that the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai are standing up and giving you your judgment. All right? Because you have to answer for the atrocities that you have done unto our nation through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? He is calling out your judgments. First and foremost in his house first. Because 2/3 of you motherfuckers are going to die. All right? For the atrocities and the disrespect that you have done to our power. All right? We claim, all right, and we ask for forgiveness and repent for what we have done. All right, as individual men and as a nation. All right, stand the fuck up, Jake. Go ahead.
With terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Yeah, you will be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation. As we were talking about that movie, Nope. All right, here it is. You motherfuckers are saying, nope, not me, because you've been taught. You've been taught to think that, hey, these UFOs or UAPs are something that is not for you. All right, here it is. The Most High, all right, is the power of all powers. All right, you think technology just came along and was made all of a sudden just by the white man? All right, just by someone to go and say, hey, this is the only thing that we can do. All right. Everything that you see through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has already been here. All right. There is nothing new under the sun. All right. It is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai who is the what does He-Man say? He's the master of the universe. Right. All right. He's mastered all things. He's created everything. He's the Ancient of Days. He was there before time. All right. How could it be? How could it be that he could not deliver you? How could it be that he could not sanction to have deliverance unto you? All right. Through by a strange means. All right. Because your little fucking earthly mindset is, oh, you know what? There's a plane in the sky. That's as high as we can go. We can go to, yes, this is as high as you fucking cretins, you fucking dumb, deaf, dumb, blind fucking idiots can go. All right? That you 2/3 Look at it. You 2/3 and you tears. You tears in Esau, Edom, and you other nations. You can't make it out of the Van Allen belt. All right. You can send your satellites to space, but for what? All right. Only to really make a boob tube in the heavens for you. All right, because you're fucking idiots. All right, your space, what is it? International Space Station. Okay, putting weapons and all kinds of shit and trash out fucking in the heavens. All right, here it is. You haven't even searched the planet. Okay, you don't. Hey, what? How far can you go in the ocean? What's the depths of the ocean? You don't have the answer. You know, a certain part over here might be so deep, but this new fucking sinkhole. All right, here it is. You're just finding stuff out about this planet, and you've only lived on this planet. You think that the technology through the will and power of Yahweh Shemi Al Shai is not there? All right, he is technology.
And that's why.
Oh, we don't smoke, man. We don't smoke. Yeah, we won't. Hey, you're part of the nation of Israel. We won't give you a lighter to further your damn nation, man.
But
Go ahead.
I don't know.
You got something to say?
Yeah, you know, because speaking on the chariots, back in the 50s or the 1900s, they still had certain chariot sightings. All right, but if you were spoke something about it, then you were pretty much deemed crazy, or the government would push an issue on you not to say anything. And if you told anybody, then you would you might even be in prison. All right, that was their way to control that power, from getting out, that secret, all right, one of those mysteries, right? But now you got so many sightings that the Lord has made it clear that something's up. So what did the government just have to do this last year? They had to speak on it.
Yeah, right.
All right. And they gave a very vague explanation, but no matter what, they were still forced to speak on these things.
Yeah.
That those so-called UFOs are the the chariots of the Lord, the strangeness of our salvation, the so-called Israel, or the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American.
Right. Hey, the strangeness of, once again, like the brother said, our salvation. All right, Abarat is how we be those men.
And they're it's a threat to everybody else. Best believe.
Hey, because hey, as those chariots are coming down to deliver, they're coming down to destroy. All right, to destroy 2/3 of the nation of Israel, as well as the other heathen nations. All right, judgment is going out and going forth. But first and foremost, it's going to start in Yahweh Shai's house. I got it. God.
This is Revelation 1:7. It says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen."
Hey, Yahweh, lock it. Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh is sending his only begotten son back, and a cloud. That cloud being a chariot. No, it's not going to be one of these fucking man-made clouds out here. All right. When he's talking about a cloud, he's talking about a chariot. All right. You can actually go into the blue letter and start discerning a little bit for yourself through the Spirit, as it says, a chariot, a vehicle. All right. And the strangeness of the salvation is that vehicle. All right. If this earth has planes, all right, a helicopter, airplanes, how much more the heavens? All right, to travel further and faster. All right, matter of fact, go to is it Ezekiel 31? The horses are of spirit. There's a flesh.
Got it, or you got it, or want me to go? I'm here. Is it in
Lock it.
It's
a backfire. All right. Go to the go down to Egypt for help.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's lock it, Isaiah. That backfire threw me off for a second. Isaiah 31. All right, because once again, those UFOs or UAPs are the chariots of Yahweh Shai to deliver the nation of Israel. All right, 1/3 of the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, the 144,000 elect men. All right, and then the rest of the multitude of the 1/3 that believe on the testimony of Yahweh Shai. You got it? No, he's still holding it.
Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
So woe unto you that go down into Egypt, aka Babylon, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, America. All right, this place is spiritually Egypt. All right, a place of bondage. All right, where we're serving our captivity. Go ahead and continue to read on that.
Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity.
See, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh sent his only begotten son back to battle against this house of the evildoers. All right, chiefly Esau, Edom. All right, following with his allies. All right, but starting in his house first and foremost of the 2/3 reprobates who have sold out and who believe upon this devil as their father. Okay, go ahead.
Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High.
These people who have this technology are nothing but men. All right, this was Esau's blessing. All right, to have these Satan 1, Satan 2 missiles. All right, to have these big boy and junior fucking nuclear, these missiles, these ICBM missiles. All right, these warheads. All right, this is Yahweh Shai giving the sword to these devils. All right, because once again, hey, Esau has his blessing, which is the sword and the fatness of the land.
They got technology on their side.
Right.
Thou art wiser than Daniel.
God.
Wise man, the wise man teaming, you know, they ain't gonna be sitting that day.
Right. You see, hey, they're seeking and searching all the wisdom only to build up for their destruction. Okay?
It says, and their horses flesh and not spirit.
Their horses are flesh, lock it. Their horses are flesh. All right? Hey, here it is. Their horses have to be fashioned with nuts and bolts and this and that, and needs fuel. All right? Needs a energy core. All right? An energy core that can be corrupted, that can get downloaded a certain bug or anything like that. You know, you could be shut off by EMP or something like that. Hey, these horses are nothing but flesh. They're raw material.
What do you say in Corinthians for our
weapons are not not carnal, but spiritual.
Right. That's the difference.
Right? And the spirit, and go ahead and read it again from the top slide.
Yeah. Now, this is Isaiah 31:3. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hands, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fail together.
So all you are going to fail in your devices, all you are going to fail Why? Because Yahweh Shai's horses are of the spirit. All right. Not only, the spirit is stronger than the flesh. All right. Especially Yahweh Shai. All right. In the Alahayim.
Right. And these devils, they got their ways to try to, recreate, the Most High's power, but it ain't gonna stand at the end of the day.
God, if he was trying to design blooper guns or whatever,
it's that project, Blue Beam and,
right,
and all that other stuff.
Having stuff in your satellites and everything. Hey, Yahweh Shai, hey, he gonna knock all that shit down. All that shit that's up in the space, your space stations and shit, all that shit's gonna fall to the earth. All right, just to clean up the heavens for you fucking filthy ass people. All right, you filthy fucking nations. Okay, here it is that you can't even get it right here, but you're gonna pollute the fucking heavens already, and you can't even make it really out the Van Allen belt. You fucking idiots. Okay, Salaki. That was it on that.
Yeah.
Right? Come back there. Yep.
Back at Wisdom of Solomon 5, at the end of 2, so far beyond all they that look for it. 3. Keep going to the back.
Yeah.
And they repented and growing of anguish of spirit shall say unto themselves, this was he whom he has sometimes and decision and a proverb division. Derision and a proverb of reproach.
God. So, hey, you will know two-thirds of the nation of Israel will be shamefaced in the kingdom. All right, and will know, hey, that I didn't do enough. I fucked up. I didn't believe on the account. But these other nations will say, will realize too. All right, they will say, the niggers, the wetbacks, the tomahawks, those are the ones, not the small hatters, not the issues.
And really, that's talking about, the elect, the prophets, the meek, the lowly,
God.
Right.
Take
So
it away.
so, the ones that, we're fools for Mashiach's sake, out here doing the work, we're made a reprobate and a reproach to the eyes of these people. All right, but we're doing something glorious in the sight of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai and the angels.
God. Hey, that's the foolishness of preaching.
Right.
All right. Hey, Yahweh Shai, hey, demands this of his men. All right, to stand up for his testimonies, to stand up for his namesake. Roughly paraphrasing scripture, he said, who will he find standing for his namesake in that day? All right. Good.
4. We fools accounting his life madness and his end to be without honor.
God, here it is. You two-thirds that walk by, and you other nations that walk by on the highways and byways, the brothers out there doing videos, all right, hey, putting their lives on the line and sacrificing everything for Yahweh Shai to bid you unto the marriage, because it's only about the nation of Israel, okay? Bidding you unto the marriage for the nation of Israel, all right? You have counted us fools.
They think we're the nutcase.
Right.
But in that day, you're going to find out that you're the nutcase.
Right.
You're not believing in it.
Saying that we're wearing dresses and, hey, you believe in spaceships, that you're the little green aliens. All right, this is what you've been taught. All right? Right.
All that other stuff.
Reptilians and everything. Here it is. You can believe on the account of these reptilians and these false books that don't line up.
All the mythology.
Right. Yeah. Hey.
Those cunningly devised fables.
Right. You can believe that a woman can have a baby without having seed. All right. You believe on that account. Right. Why? It's not even fucking logical. Okay. But here it is. You believe on it. But you can't believe that you're chosen from Yahweh Shai, and then on top of it, that Yahweh Shai is the separatist. All right, that he has a separation of people, that he separated nations. All right, and that he has a favorite. How is it so hard to believe? Don't you have a favorite pair of shoes? Don't you have a favorite man or woman who you've been with? All right, don't you have a favorite food? A favorite color? All right, a favorite brand? All right, if you can have favorites, how come the Most High can't have favorites? How come his only begotten son can't have favorites? All right? Go ahead.
5. How is he numbered among the children of the power, and his lot is among the saints?
How was it them? Because he chose us and we didn't choose him. That's how. All right? We've been ordained, Abaratazah, since the beginning. All right? Abaratazah, we are those men. But our nation has been ordained since the beginning. All right? Because it was his will, his word. All right, what do you say? Roughly paraphrasing scripture. I didn't choose you because you were the most, but ye were the least. He deals with the meek, the lowly, the humble. All right? It was our nation that he had put in us to choose us. That's why.
He put his name in it.
Come. Yasharella. Come.
It's the book of John 3 and verse 17. It says, "For the Most High sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved."
God, and it's only through Yahweh Shai, all right, that this world is going to be saved. All right, it's only believing on the testimony of Yahweh Shai that the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, all right, will be saved. All right, and will bring the rest of Israel back for the order of Yahweh Shai to make sure that this world stays in order. All right, through the governing body, through his nation. All right, here it is. There's going to be a governing body, all right, of the nation of Israel, not only to govern Israel, all right, but as well as the entire multitude of the nation of Israel is going to make sure that all you fucking heathens are in order. All right, but hey, you will rejoice because you will have a more abundant, fulfilled, better life. All right, you will rejoice when the righteous are in rule. All right.
Verse 18, it says, "He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High."
God, for you that don't believe on the name of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, all right, you are condemned already. All right, but if you believe on the account of Yahweh Shai, you may be saved thereby. All right, through mercy and through grace. All right, that Yahweh Shai have mercy on you. All right, it is not through Jebus, all right, the blonde hair, blue eye Labrador doodle who's fucking led you astray. Here it is. Hey, time after time, you fall upon and believe upon this devil. All right, here it is. You have, as a nation, been raped, robbed, and spoiled. All right, our women are fucked up. Our kids are fucking degenerates. All right, our men are fucking alphabets and simps. All right, you have no masculinity or anything in you. All right, you have been spoiled.
Verse 19, "This is the condemnation that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil."
God, you love darkness rather than light. You rather be in the dark and not know the way and see your way out through the will and power of Yahweh Shai. You rather sit in the fucking dark and just sit there like, it's okay in here. I'll be scared. Everything's gonna be all right. I'm gonna wait and sit here with the devil and he's gonna take care of me. All right, because he can give me welfare. All right, he can take care of me. My bills are being paid. You're in fucking darkness. All right, you rather suffer in eternity than to suffer for a moment. All right, even though the nation of Israel, all the nation of Israel will be happier than they ever been. All right, but you rather suffer for an eternity and be shamefaced. 2/3 of the nation of Israel.
It says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are right in the Most High.
So you don't want that accountability. You don't want to be accountable on this side. But ultimately, it doesn't fucking matter. You're accountable whether you believe it or not. Your accountability is already written in you. Right. All right? There is no getting around you not answering for the atrocities that you have committed.
Right. When you go into it's out of it's out of our control. It's all in the hands of the Lord because those elect spirits were preordained from the foundations of the earth, from the foundations of this world. All right. So we don't care if you don't believe. All right. We don't care if you don't believe in the chariots and in this truth. All right. Because what? According to Romans 11:7, though the elect, all right, have obtained what everybody else already been looking for.
God.
All right. So there ain't no there's not gonna be no mistakes to who's making it into it, who's getting beamed up and who's not.
John, go ahead and pull Ezekiel 7 and 1. I want you to pull Limitations of 21.
So 7 and 1?
7. So, limitations and what?
Limitations was it 4 and 21? Yeah, just hold it. Yeah. And then pull Ezekiel 7 and 1.
Where you want first?
Ezekiel.
Well, this is Ezekiel 7 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, also thou son of man, thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the land.
The end is come upon the four corners of the land. All right. Hey, we are in those end times. All right. You're starting to see everything being manifested through the will and power of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. All right. Go ahead.
It says, now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
Yahweh Shai is going to put a recompense, all right, a righteous judgment unto our nation, first and foremost, all right, for the atrocities that we have committed unto him. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and mine eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come.
Yahweh Shai said, evil and only evil is come. All right, and it's coming unto you 2/3. All right, chiefly coming unto the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. All right, that time of Jacob's trouble. All right, death, famine. All right, mass death and famine. The sword, all right, is coming. You're seeing it playing out right now, little by little. All right, until that day where all the shit just hits the fan. Okay, keep going on that. You got a free. Yeah, right here.
This is I was looking for one that was looking for last time. This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all things.
God, Yahweh Shai said he creates the light and he creates the dark. He creates evil. He does all things. All right. So knowing that, hey, it's this very time that rape, robbery, and murder is going to go out. Here it is. You have, once again, your supply chains fell. All right. Hey, these women ain't going to have no tampons, no pads. All right. There's not going to be any birth control. All right. Hey, if you don't have a man of Yahweh Shai, you ain't going to have no protection. All right. Hey, Yahweh Shai don't care. Not man, woman, or child are going to be spared. Not man, woman, or child. Whether you be an infant, whether you be a toddler, whether you be an adolescent, whether you be a teen, whether you be adult, whether you be fucking grandma, grandpa, great-grandma, great-grandpa. Everybody's getting the fucking smoke. Everybody. All right. Nobody's exempt. All right. But the men and women of Yahweh Shai and the children who believe on their account. All right. Not exempt. All right. Not exempt, but covered. Covered through the will and power of Yahweh Shai. Believing on the testimony. That way we have a strong tower to run unto. All right. Hide thou in my chambers, but for a little while. This is the words of Yahweh Shai, roughly paraphrasing scripture. All right. Believing on the account, as the brother had brought out earlier. All right. You have to believe on the name of the only begotten Son. All right. No man cometh through the Father, but through me. Roughly paraphrasing scripture. All right. That is Yahweh Shai speaking. Okay. You can continue on that.
So,
yep.
Ezekiel 7 and verse 6 says that an end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains.
God, the time has come. All right. It's this time. It's this in this day. All right. We're in the last moments of the last days. All right. It is this. All right. That is coming. All right. Yahweh Shai is coming to put judgment on this planet. All right. Starting with his nation first and foremost. Okay. But chiefly Esau, Edom. All right, you have something to look forward to. All right, go ahead.
Lamentations 4, starting at 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz, or Oz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. They shall be drunken and shall make themselves naked.
God, hey, so hey, you rejoiced when you had the Israelites under subjection. All right, pursuant to the book of Psalms, chapter 83. All right, you and those who were confederate against the nation of Israel. All right, here it is. You are rejoicing at that. All right, but hey, rejoice for this little while. All right, because your end is near. All right, your end is near. All right, matter of fact, yeah, let's go ahead.
22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thee iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Son, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished. All right, so here it is. We are the children of Yahweh Shai. We're about to get off being grounded. All right. And being that we're not going to be grounded anymore, guess what? He's going to take that sword away. He's going to take that whipping stick away. All right. Hey, he's going to send the big brother, Yahweh Shai, to get us out the corner. All right. He's going to say, hey, go get your siblings. Go get the 1/3 of your siblings and bring them to me. Bring the 144,000 elect men to me. Bring them to me right now when I ordain and tell you so. All right, because we know not the time nor day. But he said he would give us signs. All right, give us signs. Hey, second Esdras 6. Jacob held the hill of Esau. Yeah, brothers, got anything after that? Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
This is second Esdras chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the parting asunder, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
God, when shall it all be over? All right. At the end of it all, when should it all be over? Okay. And Yahushua gave us an answer.
It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
God. Hey, so Esau is the end of the world. All right. When Esau gotten back into rulership in this current captivity here in America. All right. When his doctrine, his indoctrination has spread throughout the whole planet. His Western ideology and philosophy has polluted the whole entire earth. All right. It is this time. All right. That is the end. Right. And Jacob held his heel. All right. Representing the downfall of his queendom. All right. And you seeing this bitch being broken down brick by brick. All right. Hey, we're almost at the bedrock. All right. There's not going to be any place to go. America is falling.
Right now, as Yahushua had prophesied, that he said when
y'all see yourself on this sign,
cast out
so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. All right. Repent.
When, as Yahushua prophesied, when Satan cast out Satan, that a house divided can't stand.
God. All right. Hey,
that's what this is. With this war, that's gonna arise. It's really, Edomite versus Edomite.
God.
Two devils fighting over just like Russia and Ukraine. There's really just two Edomites. We have no concern over them.
Right. Maybe.
Now, the elites and our government do because they got ulterior motives.
God.
All right, but that don't concern you.
Right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
They using that to as a catalyst to destroy the economic system.
God.
All right, that's all that war is being used for.
Right, and to stir you people up. All right, to stir you people up. Hey, this is how you get nation rising against nation, kingdom versus kingdom, neighbor versus neighbor. All right, this is how you get those race riots. All right, those separations. All right, all this is being stirred up, ultimately through the will and power of Yahushua. All right. Yes, sir.
That was a good thing.
That's it. All right. Hey, with that, Lord willing, was edifying. We want to give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodas. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Bayash Debadat, the house of David. Till the next time, this is Men of Valor, Las Vegas camp. We say Shalom, Wa Abba Baba.